want to. Good evening, everyone. Can I ask someone to check in chat that you can hear me? Anyone there? Thank you. So, welcome to UFRL Season 12 Tier 2 Race 10. Sorry, Season 12 Tier 3 Race 10 Mystery Track. And we'll start with a wheel. So, you can see the tracks: China, Austria, Zandvoort, Hungary, Mexico, Abu Dhabi, Kota. Do a bit of a shuffle and get rid of the first track. Kota is out. I'm sure a few people will be happy about that. Saw a few things in lounge before the race asking for that to be removed. Turn my mic up a bit there, hopefully that's a bit better. Second track gone is Abu Dhabi. So we've got Austria, Zandvoort, Hungary, Mexico and China remaining. Do a few shuffles. Next track to be gone, is it going to be Austria? It is Austria, probably my favourite track off the calendar. 4 more to go. And Zandvoort, probably one of my least favourite tracks. That's gone. Now we've got Mexico, China and Hungary left. Any preferences in chat? Mexico is out. Leaves us with Hungary or China. I'm sure loads of people want China. Last spin of the wheel. And it is going to be China. Very unfortunate for people that, because I'm sure it's very popular. So now move over to the game and start setting up the race. Apologies, this was knocking some of my FPS down on internet for some reason. There we go. So as soon as lobby set up, I think we can already up. While we're waiting to ready up, have a quick look at the standings. So tier 3 at the moment, we've got Iron Shin in the lead. 7 points away is Toborito on his heels. A bit of a gap to the rest of the field, but the rest of the field are quite close together. So we've got Rotti in P3, Mr. Biggie in P4, Badger P5, Poradan P6, 50 Gent and Potwash, if I'm not mistaken, are on the same points, 140. 1 point behind them is Shazam. Then was back Cowley, Mr. Widget in P12, Vence, Slater, Causa, Kez, and Doug, Mark, and Formulary, bringing up the rear. So a bit to play for in the top two, and definitely some fights going to be going in the midfield. So here we are in China. Again, can someone just check the volume levels, make sure everything's okay? So we've got someone exiting the pits. Looked like an Alpine to me. It wasn't, it was an RB. Formulary, the only one on his outlap. Still got everyone in the pits, one more exiting. People leaving it a little bit late maybe. Maybe saving some soft tyres for the race. Okay, I just learnt I can't click that button without it pausing. Oh, here we go, Formula starting his lap. I don't know what to call him, so he's going to be called Formula for this race. And here we go. Along turn 1, 2. Into the sharp turn 3. Bit hairy on the exit sometimes, for me anyway. Plenty of battery. So let's see whether this is a flat out left-hander. Should be. Yep. Takes quite a tight line there. Multiple lines you can take from that corner. Double left-hander now onto the back straight. I think these next 3 corners are key. Going onto this back straight, make sure you get good exit speed. You can make or lose a lap on this exit. See how it goes. There's a battery early. Looked like a good exit. Up all the batteries. Final corner, just missing the apex on the inside. And sets a 1:36.2 as our first lap. Angry Badger will be next over the line. Just going around this long right-hander onto the back straight. See if he keeps the back end in check. He does. Got plenty of battery to burn on the way down that straight. Nice hairpin there. Final corner, let's see if he hits the apex a little bit tighter on this left-hander. He does. Looked good. And 1:34.6. Very good lap. Burrito immediately after with an even better lap. Should 33.5. Time should start getting a bit closer as more people put laps in. Mark is just starting his out lap now. See if we can figure out who's going to finish their next lap. Mr. Potwatch, next one to start lap. Used all of his battery there. Looking quite good. Again, hits that last apex nice. There's a 34.5. A little bit away from the front two. A good lap. Shazam. Nice. Just starting. Let's follow Mark for a bit. From purple sector 1, but I'm not sure if that's a game glitch. And he loses the back end off onto the gravel and the grass. Fortunate that on his out lap. That'll be Mark coming back into the pits now. Yeah, the purple first sector must be the game glitch. Coming in after setting a good lap. And Shane will be coming in as well. And I don't think there's anyone else on out laps now. Mr. Fox, unsure whether that's a engine penalty or a quali ban. He's retired early. We've got half the grid not setting laps yet. Shazam crossing the line, see what he can do at P3. Good lap from Shazam. Still a bit of a gap to P1 and P2 though. Iron Shin, Toburito. They are some of the Tier 3 Championship leaders at the moment, so we would expect them to be up there. And the first person out on the second outlap, again, is Formula. Last minute time up. Is it me or is this? Oh, it's rain. The rain has come out in the middle of qualifying. This bit, surely Formula E isn't going to be improving now. I suspect this is the qualifying order now. I suppose P8 through P11 is probably up for grabs. Who can get the fastest lap once it starts raining? Certainly Iron Shin, Tobarito are going to be P1, P2. Shazam, Spotwash. I think everyone's going to be safe in their qualifying positions now. Oh, some people maybe should have taken it a bit easier on the first lap, just set a bit of a banker lap. Even fuel up for 2 laps maybe if it was going to rain this early on in the qualifying session. I've got Genty F1. Does Comms have any idea if I'm doing my engine pen? Unfortunately, I have no idea. Everyone's on their outlaps. Let's see what tyres everyone's on. Yeah, everyone's on softs. No one's going to be improving on this. Nicely done from the people who went out early. So stick with Kez, see Kez going to try and set another lap. Wide in turn 1. Unfortunate. Angry Badger, that's following. Track is looking quite wet now. Softs aren't available. Can hear the rear end struggling a little bit there. And he's plus 2 seconds in sector 1 already. So that's qualifying over, except for P8, 9, 10 and 11. If I were one of them lads, I'd be getting into tyres on as soon as possible. Formula seems to be the leader in terms of getting out the pits, and they are the first driver out on enters. Let's see how the lap time compares to their 1:36.2, which they're set on dry tyres. Mr. Piggy still out on softs, which might be a mistake. It's going to cost quite a lot of time coming into the pits, swapping tyres, getting another outlap done. All the time the track's getting wetter. And I'm surprised no one else has come out. Mark or 50 Gent, just on Inters. Fuel up for 3-4 laps and see what you can do. Or are they going to leave it till the last minute and just do one lap right at the end with minimum fuel? Not sure how well that works with Inters. Personally, I'd rather have the safety blanket and having 2 or 3 laps. Here we go, Wembley starting his first lap on the Inters. So we just watch on board through turn 1, 2. It's looking very slidey there, understeering massively. And again, just understeering out to away and looking quite a lot. Didn't quite catch the sector split. I can already say from that turn 1, 2 understeer, he's going to be significantly slow. Even the back end there stepping out around turn 7. We've already got a few people retiring as well in the bottom of the grid. Which I'm surprised about, because all they had to do was set a lap and they'd have been in front of couple of other people at least. A position's a position at the end of the day. So down the back straight, formula going. Just in front is Mark, who's just doing his first lap on the Inters. See what lap he can set. I dare say he's looking at P8 now, or 9. It's between him and 50 Gent. There we go, around the last corner, across the line, and it's 8.7 seconds. So, yeah. Correct tactic from the top 7. Getting out early, getting safe laps in. Even the RS usage down quite a bit. And 50 has gone straight to the pits. Did say he was on an outlap a couple of seconds ago. I can't see at the moment how much time's left in the session, but all 50 has to do is set a lap, and he's P10. Okay, I've just seen 50 Gen in chat. We got a 1:48.4 from Mark, and I believe that'll be the last lap that's set, unless Mark wants to go around again. No, he's retired. Just go on board with Kez, doing some practice laps on inters. Wonder if anyone in chat can give me an update on the weather. Any rain during the race? Be interesting if there is. I always like a race going wet to dry, dry to wet. I guess Kez 6 seconds now in sector 2, at the end of sector 2. Traction control working hard to keep the back end onto that back straight. Used quite a bit more battery than some of the other drivers, even in interconditioners. See what it does in this last couple of corners. 14, was pretty good over the curb there. Surprised he didn't invalidate. That curb's 16 again. Pretty good line through 16. Finishing up with it. So qualifying dominated by the rain coming in. 10 minutes in. We've got Iron Shin, pole position, good time 1:33.5. Just under 2.5 tenths off Toburito. They're the two championship leaders in that order, Iron Shin, Toburito, followed by Shazam, Mr. Potwash, Badger, Kez, Formula, Piggy, Mark, PRV, Mr. Fox and 50. Last three didn't sell laps. We'll have a 5-minute break now before we get red lights and we're good to go. Here we are back online. So, Season 12 Tier 3 race 10, mystery track. Drivers should be readying up any second. Here we go, 1 red light, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. Long wait, here we go. Let's see if anyone makes moves into turn 1. McLaren making early moves. Looks like Mr. Potwatch got a bad start. And Iron Shin sweeping around. Shazam looking on the outside, not quite getting it done. Bit of contact in the midfield. Some ghosted cars there as well. And we've got 50 Gent off track. All in all, a reasonably clean turn 1 for China. You're going to have to apologise to me while I get used to the controls. We've got Kez going off track, just looking for a move on the inside that wasn't going to happen. And then we've got Mr. Potwatch looking at the 2 McLarens, seeing if there's any room to make a move. See if either of them make a mistake. Again, these couple of corners, turn 11, 12, 13 onto this back straight might be key. See if there's anyone lining moves up down this midfield. Looks like the front 4 settling in. 2 McLarens maybe working together there to keep Mr. Potwatch behind. See what it looks like from his point of view. Kez again gone quite wide. Kept going wide, gives Mr. Potwatch the opportunity. Getting by quite nicely there. Can Kez fight it back? No, he's dropped back a little bit, just again settling in. All this fighting just giving the front runners a bit of room to get moving. And then we've got 50 Gent looking for a move on the outside of Kez. Can he do a switchback? Looked like he got a good exit. He is alongside. Here we go into turn 6, gets the move done nicely. Let's have a look at gaps over here. Probably the closest gap is what we're looking at. The Kez mark 50. Go up front a little bit, look at the leaders. Iron Shin is just pushing, maybe trying to get out of that DRS range. Have a look, see what tyres people on. The top 3 on hards, badges on mediums, biggies on hards. Bit of a spread really. And Toburito pushing. Can he make a move? Is he going to set himself up? Oh, he's got to 16 now. Has he got the battery though? He's pushing. For a move, just maybe trying to put Shazam off a little bit. Oh, he does. Shazam makes a mistake mid corner. Bit of contact though. Oh, Shazam is off. Unfortunate there. That's Shazam just making a move, trying to get back on the racing line maybe. Again, all this promotion is just giving Iron Shin room to run away. Just a move down the order to Kez, who looks to be closing up on the back of Mark. Oh, very ambitious move there on the inside. So it looks like, as we saw that, we've got Iron Shin in the lead. Decent gap to Toburito, who's second, third, fourth, fifth. and then a bit of a gap to Mr. Potwash. Couple of cars, gap to Mark. Seems like we're just dropping into 3 DRS groups. We've got Formula E looking for a move. Wasn't quite on. Maybe just trying to put Kez off a little bit. Williams off track, maybe push wide. It's all going on in the back here. See if he can do anything now. Again, Mark going wide into that turn 1 and 2. It's a very awkward corner to hold the line and push at the same time. But Mark does manage to hold that in front of Wacky Racer. But again, all this fighting is just opening up the gap. 3.8 seconds gap here now to Shazam. Very comfortable. Mr. Fox is slowly pulling up behind Biggie. Maybe lining up for a move on the back straight. See if he manages to get close enough. Looks good. 3.5 tenths, 3 tenths, 2.5. He's closing fast. Can he make a move? He's going for the move. Can he get it done? Mr. Piggy holds the inside line. Is he fighting back? Mr. Piggy's playing it safe, waiting for that DRS straight. Mr. Fox has played it right. Maybe used a bit of battery there or a bit of exit speed on that corner. Managed to stay in front. And at the same time, I'm missing Formula E. Just pulling away from these back 3. Again, a mistake from Mark there, giving Kez an opening. So some wheel-to-wheel racing here from these lads. Oh, very good that from Kez. Oh, switch back from Mark though. Lovely racing that. Lovely racing. Let's go back up to this midfield, see what people can do on these corners onto the back straight. See if anyone can get a good exit, start putting pressure on. Does look like we're all settling down now. Maybe as people's tyres start to bed in, people get used to the track, race pace, get comfortable. Can't get too comfortable though, because people start slipping up like this. Again at the back. Kez and Mark swapping places again, going side by side through the final corner. See if there's a move onto turn 1. People going left, going right. Williams in past either side. Good driving from these 3 gentlemen though. Nice and respectful. Couple of mistakes, but it is China, so we can let people off a little bit. Does look like a bit of a gap forming here as well. Maybe Wacky Racer's using a bit of battery, see if they can pull out of Kez's DRS. So I go back up to this, Mr. Piggy seems to be the closest to anyone up the front of the field. See if they can return the favour on Mr. Fox from the last lap overtake. Doesn't look like he's going to be close enough. Bit of an audacious move this. Maybe just closing up for the start finish straight. Yeah, looking like he's setting himself up nicely. There we go. Good 16 onto the straight. Good exit. Looks like Mr. Fox is flashing his battery. But he's got just enough to fend off the attack. See if anyone else can make it happen. Everyone getting close, but no one quite close enough. Again, Mr. Piggy though pushing. Almost pushing Mr. Fox through some of the corners by the looks of it. Going to have to back off a little bit to save some tyres through this midsection. And up front it does look like Angry Badger is closing up on Iron Shin. I don't know, maybe the hard tyres are going off after 6 laps. Have another look on board to see what Piggy can do. Again, is he going to close up just before this turn 14, 15, 16. Try and line a move up on the start finish straight. It looks like that's what he's doing. Has he saved enough battery though this time? We'll see. 4/10 back. It's just not quite enough. Seems like the overtaking move is into turn 14 after the along the back straight. Maybe people should start adjusting their strategy a little bit. Looks like you can defend on the start finish straight quite nicely. I didn't hear from anyone before the race if there was rain due. From my point of view it would be quite nice, just to mix it up a little bit. But wishing rain on people in China is quite harsh. Just happened to go on board with Kez going a bit wide. Does that give Mark a bit of an opening? Again, Angry Badger seemed to catch up a little bit to Iron Shin. I wonder if Iron Shin made a mistake somewhere. They just dropped maybe 0.6, 0.7 of a second over the last lap or two. Just wonder if Iron Shin was pushing a little bit too hard. And of course his title rival at the moment down in P5. Bit of a gap to Mr. Piggy. I don't think Iron Shin will be able to see that at the moment, so I wonder if he's keeping an eye on the mini-map and he can judge that gap. Apologies, I'm missing some overtaking action here. Shazam with 50 gen, going side by side. See if Shazam can get this position back. Again, this mid-sector just looks like the drivers have to back off a little bit. And 50 Gent making a mistake. You can see the grass and the gravel on the tyres there won't be doing them any good. In fact, it's given Formula a chance to catch up. Let's just see what the grip's like around these next few corners. See if he can hold on to this P8. Looks like he probably can. He's pulled half a second gap, although it is closing in. Maybe he's lost a bit of confidence. missing some action on the front. Angry Badger fighting with Piggy and Mr. Fox. Mr. Fox has came out on top in P2 now. And just swapping around Mr. Fox and Piggy. Wondered if Mr. Fox would go for some kind of switchback, but it's quite difficult mid-corner there. Let's have a look, see what the position change is like for people. Someone in chat just asked. So Iron Shin, stay P1, Piggy doing really good up P6 positions. Mr. Fox even better up 8. Badger up 1. Torito down 3, Polish down 2, Shazam down 4. They're down 1. 50 Gent up 3. And I don't believe set time. PRV Widget or Lucky Racer staying equal. Again, didn't set time. Kaz after a couple of mistakes going off down 5. And Mark is down 3. So let's see where the gaps are all at. So, gaps really are just Angry Badger and Mr. Fox. All looking too close to make a move. Mr. Fox might be lining up to swap with Mr. Piggy. I wonder if these two are planning on working together. Would be sensible if these guys can work together to try and pull that 2.1 second gap to Iron Shin back in. Of course, they don't want to let Iron Shin run away and leave him with a lovely big gap, so that the undercut isn't possible. It does seem to have the pace though, Iron Shin, without all this fighting and swapping and changing. He's just steadily increasing that lead. Surely after 10 laps these mediums are going to start to be feeling the tyre wear. So the likes of Mr. Piggy should start pulling away from Mr. Fox soon. Potwash is dropping back from Toburito. Shazam might be looking for a move soon, which is the case at the moment. So let's see if Shazam can do anything in these couple of corners, 12-13. Didn't even fight that. I think he probably knows that tyres aren't worth punishing, trying to defend that. And again, Mr. Fox, I think the tyre wear is coming into effect now. You've got Mr. Fox is just dropping out of DRS. He's just managed to get briefly back in. But I think that's probably going to be the last lap where the mediums manage to keep up with the hard runners. Now catching up to Iron Shin. Apologies everyone, I completely missed that. Iron Shin making a few mistakes here. And suddenly Iron Shin, after leading the first 12 laps, is not in P1. What happened there? Does this bring Mr. Fox back into play? Or is he just too far back? I think he's going to be too far back, because you'll see Iron Shin opening DRS, getting back past Piggy. Comfortably in front there. Has Iron Shin been playing it cool out front, saving some battery now to defend? Or has Mr. Piggy got the extra battery? But Mr. Pig goes wide. Yeah, he's going wide on that exit of the corner, just compromised the straight line speed. Here we go, the medium runners are starting to pit. We've got Mr. Fox, Angry Badger in the pit. 50 Gent has stayed out on the medium tyres. Mr. Potwash is coming for hards. This is the start of the main strategy, medium to hards. Can they do a one-stop? It does look like it. We've got people doing 12 laps on mediums. And again, the fight up front is interesting. Mr. Piggy and Ian Shin now fighting for P1. 4.8 second gap from P3. Of course, the people who just boxed, Mr. Fox, Angry Badger onto fresh hards, are going for the undercut. See how that works for them. At the moment, we'll stay on board with the front runners. Unless we see on the timing screen anyone about to make moves. Everyone just settling in mid-race. 0.6 of a gap. Everyone else outside of DRS. Which is a bit of a change for China. I thought China was a bit of a DRS train track. I wonder if 50 just 50 lost the position going down the back straight. Odd position for Formula Reader is boxing lap 14 off the hard tyres. Can Formula take the medium tyres 14 laps to the end of the race though, because it looks like people are struggling after 12 laps. Might be a little bit early for him. I go back onto tyres. So Formula, the man jumping onto the tyres early, jumping out the pits early in qualifying as he jumped too early onto the mediums. 50 Jet has surely got the tyre advantage towards the end of the race on him. As is Mark, who is still in the pits quite a way back. Got lots of time to make up there. Unfortunately, there's not too many position changes happening at the moment. Angry Badger setting a purple middle sector on those fresh hard tyres. So let's see what the lap times start to look like. Here's one lap in, so this will be his first flying lap, so to speak. See if he's the only one with purple sectors or if we start getting some fastest laps. I wonder if we get fastest laps, is that going to kind of prompt some of the hard runners to box maybe earlier than they wanted? Or are they going to try and hang on to lap 16, 17, 18 maybe? Mr. Fox with the fastest lap. Again on those fresh hard tyres. Just have a quick look at penalties. Watching some of the gaps at the moment. A surprisingly low amount of penalties for China. Shazam, BRV and Badger with 3 seconds. And again stops. We've just got the top 5 haven't stopped yet, all on hard tyres. See how far they can go. Banquez is on the hard tyre just at the back. hoping to get on the medium tyre, make his way through the midfield towards the end of the race. Toburito Shazam look quite close coming onto this straight. Shazam is in the pit. He's the first one out of the hard tyre runners. He's decided to pit, going for the undercut on Toburito. Let's see how far ahead of Toburito he is when they come out. And we have someone, lucky racer, stopped in the pit lane. And I can't see if they have a front wing, but it might have gone straight on. So let's stay on board for a minute. See, yep, for a wing change. Unfortunate that for Widget. Just had to stop for a wing change, just couldn't make that left-hander into the pits. So keeping an eye across the board now, see surely the P1, 2 and 3 are going to have to pit and Kesonator off those hard tyres just to react to Shazam formulary. Other people boxing early, trying to get the undercut done, and they do come in. Iron Train Mr. Piggy. Let's see what Toburito does. It's Toburito into the pits. So Mr. Fox is going to be your new race leader unless Mr. Piggy gets out first. Oh, Ryan Shin. Mr. Fox, another fastest lap, just pushing there. So these medium runners have got a bit of a job now to catch up. So a bit of a group appearing again. This should get a bit of a DRS train going. So Shazam and Formula E getting quite close. I think Formula is on the older tyres, just pushing to try and make a move. Not happening so far. And Angry Badger just starting to close up on the back of Iron Shin. Iron Shin, of course, on the fresh mediums. Just maybe waiting for them tyres to warm up before they can push 100%. Lovely late braking, makes a move. Angry Badger not quite got the grip to get any switchbacks done. Can they make a move on this start-finish straight? Just a little bit too far back. I wonder if the dirty air around 16 is just catching people out, meaning they can't quite follow close enough for long enough to get the move done. Go back up towards the front of the pack. Mr. Fox, 2.45 seconds. Mr. Botwash is reeling him in a bit though. Got a lead. It's all good reeling him in, but when he gets there, he has got to make the overtake, which is a bit of a different story. Although this back straight round China is a good opportunity for the drivers. Let's just watch that action. Is he going to be close enough to Potwash coming out the exit of this long right-hander? He is. Mr. Potwash made a mistake. Gives Iron Shin a good even give Mr. Piggy an opportunity. Lovely driving here from Tier 3 guys. Mr. Potwash, a mistake there, having turned 13, just losing him a couple of places. It's a key exit onto that long straight, you don't want to make a mistake. Mr. Piggy probably headed by the DRS, pushing to overtake, gets new fastest lap. So we go down a bit to the midfield, Formula just cringing on that second gap to 50 Gen, just trying to hang it in there. And now let's have a look at tyres. Again, Iron Shin and Mr. Piggy should be pushing. Iron Shin is holding a second to Mr. Fox. It was 2.5 seconds. A lap or lap and a half ago, so they are going to be on Mr. Fox pretty quick. You can see the gap coming down really fast. I think the only chance Mr. Fox has got is if Piggy and Iron Shin start fighting. By the looks of it, these guys are sensible enough to not fight and work together though, and they're already within that second gap. You can see Iron Shin's got the DRS open. He's going to have to make a move this lap, surely. Try and pull a gap before his tyres start going off, and Mr. Fox has the advantage. Kez and Wacky Racer at the back, swapping positions. Wacky Racer having changed the front wing in that last pit stop. We'll go back to the front runners who seem to be the closest group at the moment. Mark's just got a 3-second penalty. Let's have a look. Everyone with 3 seconds who has penalties except Mr. Badger. And is Piggy going to line a move up for this back straight? It's sensible if he does. Iron Shin's going to be looking for a move on Mr. Fox though. See what kind of exit he can get. Mr. Piggy looking for a move. Iron Shin looking for a move. Is Mr. Fox going to drop both places though, or can he fend one of them off? He seems to be going semi-defensive. It's worked though. And Iron Shin and Mr. Piggy stay behind. Is that a mistake from them guys, or have they got the grip to make a move coming out of turn 16 down the start finish straight? It looks like they are close enough. Is Mr. Fox playing it clever though? Has he got the battery? He's fighting. I think Iron Shin and Mr. Piggy are going to have to change tactics here, because that's not going to work down that short straight. So just nip out to Henry Badger. Getting close to Mr. Potwash, but not quite close enough. And Iron Shin and Mr. Piggy all over Fox. Again, pushing Fox along. He must be feeling the pressure. But again, having to back off across this middle fast sector. The dirty air just not allowing them to follow probably as close as they'd want to. Let's see what they can do. Again, down this back straight. In my opinion, the only chance they really have of overtaking. Looks to me like the start-finish straight just isn't long enough. They don't have the exit, so this must be it. Piggy looked like he got a good exit. He didn't know. Piggy's significantly behind. Is this Iron Shin's time? He goes for a move down the inside. Mr. Fox trying to hang it around the outside. Is he going to try a switch back? Can't quite do it. Still side by side though. Ducks in behind. And Iron Shin back in new race leader. On the medium tyre versus Mr. Fox, who's on used hards. Piggy is the second medium tyre runner. See if he can start closing up to Mr. Fox now. Angry Badger behind is just looking to make moves on Potwash, but not quite close enough. Within 0.1 of a second there, I think, but just not close enough. Momentary yellow flags there, it's set to 2. Just Kez having a moment. I'm going to go back on board with the race leaders. I'll try and keep an eye on this Potwash Badger fight. Apologies if I do start to miss anything. Mr. Piggy with a mistake. P3 is just snatched away from him. I wonder if that was like a half spin or something that would have done his tyres any good. Let's see who's around him. He's on 5 lap old mediums. If he has had a half spin, surely the hard tyres now will be equal and start gaining on those. And that clearly sets Mr. Fox and Iron Shin out front. These guys, if they're sensible, could work together, drive off into the distance, and that's a comfortable 1-2 for them. They could leave it to fight on the last 2 laps if they wanted, comfortably. We've got Mr. Potwash in P3 now. Mr. Piggy pushing to make up some of those places. That place that he lost. Going around the outside in turn 1. He manages it. He's full car in front. Can he keep it on the inside? A lovely move from Mr. Piggy there. Lovely driving. It's, turn 1 and 2 round China is never a comfortable move. But Mr. Potwash hanging it around the inside. Turn 4. Just gets the move done. Back. Who's going to big rave onto the brakes? And neither of them. Oh, maybe a bit of contact there. Mr. Potwash just pushed off. Not enough of an opening up for Angry Badger. Still involved in this fight. So heating up a little bit now with Piggy, Potwash, Badger, Shazam. If these all start fighting, might get an opening to start making his way through some of these. And in the meantime, all the time, Iron Shin, Mr. Fox, just gently pulling away from everyone else. Iron Shin going defensive. Doesn't really need to. I don't think Mr. Fox was going to make a move there. And we've got Shazam now lining up and move. Can he get past Badger? Clean move. Badger goes for the switchback. Can Badger hold it? Always putting a lot of faith in the driver on the inside there through turn 16, but what a lovely move. Great drive, both of them. Good respect. Just giving a bit of generous amount of room on the exit, but nice racing. And Iron Shin now is less than 2/10 behind Mr. Fox. I wonder if he didn't want to be overtaken that lap. He's just he does need to push because those medium tyres are going to start to go off. Back and forth, we've got Wacky Racer and Mark just closing in on each other. Not quite close enough through the first sector. Again, Wacky Racer just maintaining contact. And yet another position swap from Iron Shin and Mr. Fox. Mr. Fox going for a switchback. Has he made that stick? Again, these two drivers having a lot of confidence in the other driver to leave them enough room and not tag their rear end or anything going through them corners. Great driving. And side by side through turn 1 to turn 2. This left-hander, see if Mr. Fox can get side by side. He can. Can't make it stick though. Down this back straight. Probably both of them burning a bit of battery now, trying to see who's got the edge. And Mr. Fox settles in behind. Great fighting up front. Meanwhile, in the background, Formula has put a set of soft tyres on. Just got to do fastest lap. P9 at the moment. See if anyone's got an answer to that. Kez has got 4-lap old softs. I don't think anyone's going to be able to better that unless someone else boxes for fresh tyres. Mr. Fox just seems to have backed off a little bit from action. Ancient taking a very wide exit, but I think he's got enough of a gap there to be comfortable. Is this the lap now where Iron Shin should push on those mediums? Try and just generate that gap. Force Mr. Fox to use some battery. Force him to be on the back foot. Brief yellow flags in sector 2. Possibly Wacky Racer. And again, this start-finish straight was not long enough for the drivers to make use of the battery in the DRS to get past. Every now and again, but only with tyre difference really. As soon as these tyres even out, they just can't make moves there into turn 1. Oh, look at this, what's it, P3 to P6 battle, P7. People are all reasonably close, but they're all on probably pretty even tyres at the moment. And one of them tracks where once you get stuck in a train, there's not too much you can do about it. Maybe alternate your battery usage, try to put your car in odd positions in the middle of the track, but everyone's going to be burning down this back straight. I don't think many people will have too much of an advantage. As long as the guys focus on good exits, not making mistakes, they should be safe. Thought Shazam might be looking for a move there, but decides to pull back in and back out of the move. And have we got Mr. Fox making a move into turn 1? Iron Shin, I should say. Bit of a dropping and changing. Lap 27 of 28 now. Coming down to the wire. Which one of these front two are going to save battery for the last lap? Iron Shin going for a move on the inside, and Mr. Fox a lovely switchback. Iron Shin, red light flashing, battery. Is he just kind of goading Mr. Fox into using a bit of battery there? I wonder. Just playing it smart for that last lap. I really want to put telemetry on to see what the battery levels are. So we're still involved with this Iron Shin, Mr. Fox, your P1 and P2. See how this is going to go on the last straight, the penultimate final straight now. Iron Shin behind, opens DRS. Surely he's got the move done. Is this what Mr. Fox has planned though? Does Mr. Fox want to be behind on the final straight, on the final lap? But Iron Shin stays behind. Why is he playing it smart? Are these two guys just playing chicken now? It looks like they might be. Well, they're each ushering each other past. You go first. No sir, you go first. None of them want to be behind in sector 3 now. So we'll see how this pans out. Surely Iron Shin has just got to push now to try and get out of this second. The only option, I think. A little bit of scrapping in the middle. Mr. Jack, Mr. Potwash very close together. Angry Badger bringing up the rear. I don't think he's too much of a threat unless the other two start fighting, which they have been. Suddenly he's within 4/10. And then a bit further down we've got Shazam. Bit of a gap to Formula. Tobrito, Mark. Again we'll go back to your race leader and Mr. Fox. Iron Shin, Mr. Fox fighting for P1, P2. See who's got the strategy right on this final lap. Final exit of this long right-hander. See who's got the advantage. Mr. Fox is very close. He's coming up very quick. Iron Shin goes defensive. How late can Iron Shin leave it to break? Iron Shin, lovely late braking. Can Mr. Fox do a switchback? He can. Iron Shin's a bit ahead at the moment. It's going to come to the line. Mr. Fox on the last corner pulls in front. Lovely race win from Mr. Fox there. The last corner, down to the wire. Mr. Piggy completes the podium P3. Unfortunately, with the penalty, 50 Gent promotes to P3. Mr. Potwash P5, Angry Badger P6, Shazam P7. Tobrito has a penalty, 3 seconds, so we're going to be demoted past Formula. So here we go over the line. Tobrito, Formula finishes P8, Tobrito P9. Mark is next, coming around turn 15 into the final corner. Wacky Racer also got 3 second penalty behind, so these positions won't change. So Mark P10, PRV P11, and Kez is going to bring up the rear in P12. Great racing from the tier 3 guys. Some lovely wheel-to-wheel racing. A lot of respect between the guys. There we go, Kaz down this final straight. Sector 3. In 5th gear for some reason, which is a bit annoying. Praying he didn't pit then. And Kez brings up the rear, P12 off the line. That is T3 race 10, China. Here's the podium. Mr. Fox on the podium. Over there, yeah, last corner overtake. Brilliant move. And Shin in the background. 50 jump. Again, lovely racing from the guys. Appreciate everyone joining in. This has been UFRL. Have a good evening, everyone.